I think, have you guys ever like started recording a YouTube video and then somewhere through the video realized that you weren't recording? Well, that's what has happened here. So I am going to just start where I've already realized I wasn't recording because there's no way for me to go back. And you guys know how I do this thing. Like, I'm horrible with it, but I keep trying, and that's all that matters. So, I'm Dee Dee with Pots and Pens. I realized, well, I was looking at my YouTube channel, and I realized that I have not recorded a video in 4 months, and I am not sure how I feel about that because I want to do this. Like, I really want to do this. So I don't know why I've gone 4 months without recording a video. Secondly, what I'm doing here is what my version of Inkmas in July. Last November-ish or so, I Make Plans and Christian Creates started an Inkmas Advent. And we swapped inks with our partners for 12 days. Around that time, I received a promotion at work, and I also had some family stuff going on. So time and holidays got away from me, and I decided at the first part of the year, since I hadn't been able to do this, that I would just do like a Inkmas in July type of thing so that I could still showcase the inks. And you know, we make a big deal out of Christmas in July now. So that's how we get to this point. So as I was going, realizing that it wasn't recording, I've already done 3 days. Excuse me. And so I don't know how to go back and undo this. So I'm going to give you the 3 colors that I've already done. My goal today is to complete 7 colors, and then I'm going to do a second video with the last 5 colors. I am using the Hobonichi Weeks. This was a spring start, so I'm using that. And then this is a notebook that I just picked up at Sam Flack. I thought the paper was going to be a better grade of paper, but as you can see, there is a lot of like bleed through or soak through. I don't know what we actually call it. But I like the size of it, and I like that I've already begun using it, and it kind of works for what I want it to do. So the objective with the 12 days of Inkmas was we swapped inks between our partners and ourselves, and they each day had like an objective. So day 1 was a bold color, and she gave me the KWC All That Glitters KWC Firecracker in All That Glitters. And that's just turned out to be a really beautiful orange color. And I'm like, I like it. It has a little shimmer to it. And so what I'm doing is I'm doing it in this Hobonichi because I am not using it. Like, I got it in April and I'm not using it. Like, I'm barely even doing something in it monthly. So I thought this would be a good way for me to fill up some pages. And this right here, I like this little notebook. I wish it had a better standard of paper, but this is exactly the size of what I wanted to be able to do ink swatches in. So hopefully in the coming year, I will find this notebook size. And if you guys want to tell me if this is A5 or A6 or whatever it is, please do. And then what you use that has a better quality of paper. Because as you can see, I've already done these 3 here. and they're definitely going to be soaking through, which is why I have this little thing here. Okay, so day 2, I'm trying to get away from being like, oh, I'm so sorry, because I'm not. I'm just like, I don't want to like go back and re-record all over again, especially since I've already made up some of the pages. And I'm just thankful that I realized, like, 3 colors in, that I wasn't recording. So day 2 was a calming ink, and she went with the Kuwaiko Midnight Blue, which is just a wonderful blue color. Like, I don't have a lot of blue inks, but if I had to buy one, I think I would do this. I'm also wondering if this is available in a cartridge, because I do have a Kuwaiko pen, and I could probably use this in a little cartridge with my Kuwaiko pen. Okay, and then day 3, which is where I realized I wasn't recording. And day 3, she was a color I'd use every day. She went with the Diamine Pick Me Up, and also made a note that it was a light scent and sheening. I don't see the sheening coming up in this swatch on either paper, but I also am aware that these inks do different things on different papers. Excuse me. I don't know where this little cough has come from either. So where we are is day 4. And day 4 was a shimmer. And let's see what she went with for that. I hope I'm not disturbed. I know sometimes people don't like to hear like noise and things like that. So I do apologize if that's bothering anyone. Day 4 is Ferris Wheel Press, Midway the Magnificent. Baby, let me tell you, what I do love is a purple ink. And this looks good and delicious to me right here. I'm hoping this is more like magenta or fuchsia or something like that. Yeah, it is. Look at that. Don't you like? Isn't that just pretty? The reason I'm wanting it to be this color is because if some of you have kind of been listening to me ramble about these pens for some time, I bought the Magna Carta Cheshire Cat, and I haven't used that pen, and I bought it last August, and it's now July, and I've got to find an ink for it. Like, how do we get into this world where we can't ink these pens up until we have the right ink for it? So this is Ferris Wheel Press, Midway the Magnificent. I like that. Oh, and if you're asking yourself, like, what is she going to do with this blank space? When these inks dry and I get a chance to just kind of look back at them, I'm going to come over here on each side and, jot something down about what I like about it, what pen I think it would look great in, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now we've got to make some space over here. And what I wanted to make sure I did was leave enough room to write the different names of the inks, because I'm going to come back. Since I'm writing them here, I'm not going to do that twice in one video. So I'm going to come back and write the names in here. So I'm going to leave a little space for that. And hopefully this will work out the way that I think it's going to work. So how's everybody's summer been so far? Mine's has been fabulous. My grandson was here for like 13 days. And if anybody's aware, like, my kids are like almost 40. So to like be responsible for like a 10-year-old for 2 weeks, that was different. Oh, no. See, look what happened right here. I still got some of it on the paper. So I'm going to have to kind of avoid that when I do day 5. But day 4, again, was a shimmer. And we went with the Ferris Wheel Press Midway the Magnificence. That was day 4. And she made a cute little Advent thing for it. That's off camera. Maybe when I get through with it tomorrow, I will show you guys how she actually sent it to me, because it's actually really pretty also, and very festive for Christmas. So day 5 was an ink inspired by food or drink. And she sent me the KWC, which I'm glad, because I don't own any KWC ink. So this is also a great way to be able to try, you know, these inks that I've never owned or heard of before. But KWC, which is scented, and it smells like coffee. Smells like coffee. I guess I can smell it. Like, I had to smell it. It wasn't something that was extremely loud as soon as it came out of the, as soon as I opened the vial. Okay. That's not what I was expecting. I think I was thinking it was going to be just as dark as this Diamine, but it's not. But I like it. Still the same. I'm just going to cover that up now that I see what color it actually is. And then this, we're going to kind of start right here. Now see how that's coming out on this paper? It looks so much darker here than it does over here. So yeah, back to my grandson. We had FIFA in Atlanta, and he said one day, like, Grandma, I want to go watch the game. And so I took him to a watch party, and he was so disappointed. Like, he thought we were actually going to go to a game. So now that just reminds me that I really got to get my finances together, because my grandson seems to think that I can afford FIFA match games. And the Super Bowl is going to be here in Atlanta in 2028. So maybe, you know, by some miracle, I can afford to go to the Super Bowl or something. It'll be even better if the Falcons actually make the Super Bowl. But as for right now, who knows what they will do. Smells like coffee. And it does. Now that the ink is on the page, I can definitely smell that. And I think I've heard people say in the past, like, you know, scented inks, they don't like them because I guess once you put it down on paper, the smell really kind of comes through for it all. Okay, day 6. This video is probably not as long as it was going to be because, again, I thought I was recording and I didn't. So you guys didn't get to hear me ramble on about 3 of these inks. Okay, so what's this? Day 6. A bright, happy color. And I can already look at this and tell that I can't even say this name. L'Artisan Pasteur Bouton de Peach. I hope that's right. Please forgive me if it isn't. L'Artisan Pastorella Bouton d'Orpice. And this is also a scented ink, which, again, I didn't own any scented inks prior to this. So thank you so much for sending me something that truly was not what I have. Oh, this is another orange. Am I doing this right? Okay, day 6. She was a wonderful partner to have also, because she also sent me these little number stickers. And I used those because, you know, of course, these were dated with some other dates because of this planner. And I just went in and put 1, 2, 3, you know, put the numbers on there so that I would have them. I don't know what I think about this. It looks really light. I can't think of a pen. Well, of course, maybe one of my Twisbies. I have the Maquille Twisby, and this would probably be really cute in there. You know what I mean? Okay. But look at that. I like it. And it looks similar on both pages. So again, Les Artisans. Will somebody tell me how to... Is that French? Les Artisans Pasteur Bouton d'Or Peach. I love it. Is that a brand? How do you guys find all these different brands of ink? Or peachy. I would call this a peach colored ink. Do you agree? Like, would you call that orange or would you call that pink? Because the drier this KWC firecracker is, I feel like that's a deep orange, where this, I would definitely categorize that as a peach. So, and then one more for today. And like I said, I'm only doing 7 today, and I'm going to come back and do the other 5 because I don't know what this paper, well, what do you guys think? Is that what Hobonichi paper does, or is it just this particular paper in this year's particular journals that does that? Okay, so day 7. And I do appreciate you guys for watching this. I mean, I know it's 7 months late. But again, I thought that it would be fun to do a Christmas in July or Inkmas in July theme. Since Christmas in July is such a popular thing now. Like, all weekend I've been looking at various channels, and pretty much all of them have some version of Christmas movies on right now. So, day 7, and this is such a perfect way to end this because it is raining here in Atlanta. A moody or stormy shade. So day 7 is the Ferris Wheel Press Bathurst Blue Denim. Ooh, a denim. I didn't think about that. Now this is Ferris Wheel Press, so maybe I should agitate that a little bit. Thank you so much for the blue inks, because I don't have a lot of them. I think I've already said that, but I want to make it clear to her how much I really appreciate that she did listen to me when I said, oh, you should send me some blue inks. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes. That is indeed a denim ink. It doesn't, something's missing. This here, diamond pick. Oh, I forgot to put the Midway the Magnificent over here. So I've got to go back and add that over here. How come y'all didn't tell me I skipped one? Why? Somebody should have said something. Plus, I like Ferris Wheel Press inks. I do. So you don't have to beat me over the head. You can send me all of the Ferris Wheel Press inks that you have. Blue denim. I am loving this. I wonder if this is still a color that Ferris Wheel Press has. Let me see. Okay, so I'm just going to come back over here and add the Ferris wheel press Midway the Magnificent. I know it's going to be out of order somehow, but it'll work for me. Which is why I get a chance to come back and write the names in here. So I like it. I'm not mad at me about it. This is gorgeous. Ooh, I really like this denim. What is it? Bathurst blue denim. Love it, love it, love it. And that was a moody or stormy shade for day 7. So from here, I'm going to hopefully not have to edit this video a lot, because that's another thing that discourages me from doing this, is that I'm horrible with editing. I am not a video editor. So go back to day 4 and find this. Okay, everyone, please like and subscribe to the channel. I am going to be in full force for the last half of 2026. You will not be disappointed by subscribing and tuning in. Turn those notifications on. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with the last 5. Have a good day.